All right, we're talking about the map of the first journey, and notice up here it says in red, trace P&B's first missionary journey to its furthest city. Its furthest city would be where they turn around and come back, which is Derby. Okay, so in red, I got a red pen. They take off from Antioch. I'm going to do like a little loop, and they go to Seleucia, which is on the bay or on the water there. Mediterranean Sea, they would have called it the Great Sea. Over to the island of Cyprus. They land in Salamis. And I'm just going to do a little squiggly. They go across the island and get to Paphos. And that's where the sorcerer is. He's the guy that works for the proconsul there. And God blinded him and groped around for a while. And then they get on a boat and they go up to, now they don't actually say they land in Italia, but they would, because that one is actually on the water. Even though the little dot isn't on the water, it should be. Okay? And then they go over to Perga, which would be the big city there. And then they probably hit a couple towns up here. And then Colossae is where they write to the Colossians. But there's no evidence that they went there on that journey. And then they go up to, this is the region of Pisidia. This is the region of Pamphylia, which they were kind of in different sizes there of words, letters. And so you get up to Pisidian Antioch. And then from Pisidian Antioch, kind of like half the people believed and half didn't. Iconium, kind of the same thing again. Half the people kind of believed, half didn't. A couple of them were kind of ticked. They go to Lystra. Lystra is where he gets, where Paul and Barnabas are treated like gods to start out with, like Hermes and Zeus, and then they end up getting, like Paul gets stoned, and then he goes back in the city, and then go to Derby, and then from Derby they go back. Let me grab up here. It says in blue, trace the return trip. So Derby is as furthest as they go. Derby, they go back, and they're appointing elders on their way back to Iconium. So Derby, Lystra, Iconium, Pisidian Antioch, Perga, Italia, and then when they sail back, they skip Cyprus on the way back, and they go to Seleucia and back to Antioch. Okay? And then they end up going down to Jerusalem, to talk to the boys and come back again. But that should explain the map, and that map will be on the test that we'll take on Tuesday. Okay, so get to know it. If you have to watch this video a couple times, go ahead.